Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E, put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim, you dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shine the king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, no it's a gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VDS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
What up? It's your brother, your brother versus Barry, aka Stocks with the Fact. And we about to get to it, Jack.
Big ideas.
Mr. O, what's happening,
Come easy.
You already know, man. We about to get to it.
Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E.
Man, look.
2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit.
We about to sit down and break this thing.
North and Glitch.
Hey,
You cool nigga.
let's go, man.
This is the
Boogie
clue.
Major.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. War looking for the falling, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office, yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids, that's plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Yeah. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Feeling so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Poor looking for the fallen, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off a 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. X Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? You already know what it is, man. Okay. Sunday evening, bike. You know what I'm talking about? We bike, man. We bike. I just came from the movie theater like a little over an hour ago. Roughly about 2 hours ago, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all, man. I had no intentions on going to see this movie. None. Zero. Right? Absolutely none. Right? Right. I had zero intentions of going to see this movie. And I'm going to tell y'all why, right? First of all praises be to the Most High God, Yeshua Mashiach. I pray that the Most High covers y'all and y'all's family, right? And I pray protection and covering from any entities that may try to come against us tonight. Yiddy, little different spiritual roots. My pops ain't here because he's busy right now. He ain't able to make it. So we're going to do Stacks with the Facts spiritual roots version. You hear me? Vernon 85, what had him, man? Right? I just came from watching this movie. And the reason why I wasn't enthused to watch this movie, to go see this movie, because I already knew what it was going to be about. right? Meaning, I knew when I did my due diligence on this movie, I knew that it was going to be pushing the Luciferian agenda. And it's not surprising to me because Ryan Coogler is a Luciferian. Ryan Coogler is a Luciferian. Chadwick was not. Rest in the essence to our brother Chadwick Boseman. Right? Chadwick Boseman and Kobe Bryant was about to link up and create their own movie studio where they was going to create movies that was exposing the Luciferian agenda. Kobe already started to do so with his Wisnard book series. How many of y'all know about that? How many of y'all know that Kobe Bean Bryant was into all things esoterica? One of the main reasons why he studied and learned Latin. Kobe was a polyglot too, man. Kobe was a fucking genius, man. Kobe spoke 6 different languages. Young ghetto nigga from Philadelphia. Right? Yeah. Chadwick and Kobe was about to start a movie studio together. Black owned, privately owned, doing their own thing, making movies using their money and their fan power to listen. And you see what happened to Kobe and goddammit Chadwick. Rest in the essence to Kobe, rest in the essence to Chadwick. How many of y'all knew that? They was going to create their own movie studio, which was going to create movies surrounded by, or should I say, based off of Kobe Bryant's Wisnard series. How many of y'all know about that? Now, if y'all tapped in with me, y'all heard me talk about that probably. But how many of y'all know that Kobe Bryant had a book series out that could be compared to Harry Potter called the Wisnard series? Right? And y'all know we got to give confirmation to the information over here. Rest of the essence to my brother Philip Brandon. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Philip Brandon. What was his last name? What was my homie Sinful's last name? Rest of the essence to Sinful. How many of y'all know that Kobe Bryant has this book series called the Wisnard series? Philip Brandon Gilmore, yes. Rest in the essence to my brother Philip Brandon Gilmore, a.k.a. Sinful to Pete. He the one who I heard say, we got to get confirmation. You got to give confirmation of the information that you conveying. Or otherwise, you just talking shit. Right? Kobe Bryant has this series that could be rivaled to be on the level of Harry Potter, the level of what's the one boy movie? On the level of Jonas something and that stuff. And you know, Kobe Bryant was into a lot of things, man. Right? What y'all know about the Wisnard series? Right? Yeah. I'm about to pull it up on the screen. Hold on, let me send this text message real quick, y'all. Smash that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Right? The Apocrypha, the Wisnar series, the Tree of Ekroth, Now, how many of y'all was aware that Puffy, I said Puffy. How many of y'all was aware that Bing was on this type of time? Kobe Bryant and Chadwick Boseman were in talks with each other to create a Black-owned movie studio so Kobe could produce movies and content surrounding his Wisnard series. Kobe was well-versed, studied, and learned in all things esoterica. He was a member of the, what was it called? I can't remember the name of the goddamn, I can't remember it. Shout out to my brother Vernon 85 for hitting us with a contribution to the situation tonight. Real ones support, real contact. Vernon 85, we appreciate for HCI for that, brother. Y'all don't let that brother be alone. Where my man XL Pro at, man? Put that cash slap and all that, and hit that super, man. Y'all see that $sign by the comments, man? Go ahead and sit up there and contribute something to the situation. We running business over here, Jack. You did? How many of y'all was aware of this? How many of y'all know about this? How many of y'all heard about this? Right? Our brother Kobe was involved with a lot of stuff, man. And Kobe really thought that he was going to be able to infiltrate these people and expose them. And he was well on his way to doing that. But unfortunately, he took that helicopter ride back in 2019, along with his daughter, Gianna. Hey, rest in the essence to our baby girl, Gianna. She will no doubt be in the WNBA by now. Shutting shit down. So rest in the essence to Gianna, too. Such a beautiful young lady. Had so much stuff going on. It would be no doubt to me that right now Gianna would be destroying shit in WNBA right now, if not on her way to doing so. Right? Rest in the essence to Kobe, man. Rest in the essence to Gianna, man. Rest in the essence, man. You know what I'm talking about? To Chadwick. You know, Chadwick was Sigma Pi Phi too, to an extent. Maybe not Sigma Pi Phi, but he was definitely a part of the Divine Nine, just like his homeboy and his fellow fraternity brother, Ryan Coogler is. They're both Alpha Phi Alpha. Ryan Coogler is also a Prince Hall Freemason. Ryan Coogler also is a member of Phi Beta Kappa. So Ryan Coogler's involved, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if further investigation was done that he had some hand or some involvement with what happened with our brother Bing. Huh? Y'all go check out the Wisnard series, man. You did. But anyway, we're going to get back to the movie Sinners, right? And you know what? And I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I really do. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan for playing two characters in the same movie. Two different characters in the same movie, because Stack and Smoke, although they were identical brothers, they were not the same nigga. Right? You dig? Now, this movie was not about history in the country. This movie was not about the history of Black people after Reconstruction or during Reconstruction, post-Depression, post World War II, but my fault, not even pre, but in the middle of Jim Crow. Right at the heart of Jim Crow. Right? I'm talking about right at the crux of Jim Crow. Right? Like the very beginning of Jim Crow. This wasn't a movie about that. This wasn't a movie about deep in the South in Alabama during the Jim Crow time, the relationships and the interaction amongst Asians, rural whites, and rural blacks who are just not even 60, 70, not even 60, 70 years out of slavery. Right? That is not what this movie is about. Because if we're going to say that this was about, the movie was actually very historically accurate. That's not what this movie was about, though, y'all. This movie wasn't about that. This movie, from the time this movie came on, from the time this movie went off, this movie was about pushing the Luciferian agenda. The Luciferian/reptilian agenda. That's what this movie was about. This movie was about basically sinking and linking with the hive mind. What have I been telling y'all? This movie was about everything that I be talking to y'all about. This movie was about sinking and linking through human brain computer interfacing to the collective hive mind of the digital, electronic, holographic, virtual reality mind of Lucifer, Satan, and the devil. But from a historical aspect, you just got to be able to read through the lines. What did the white boy say? He said, join me. Trying to convince us that the only way we can beat or get through is to sync and link with them. Literally. And this is the same thing that's been going on ever since LSD was kicked his ass out of heaven the first goddamn time. That's what this movie was about. As is most movies. Right? We got the duality aspect, which is a very Luciferian, what could I say? It's a very Luciferian concept of duality. We got the twin brothers, Smoke and Stack. They both look like each other, but they're not the same. Right? Stack is kind of like willfully ignorant, very trusting, not really a critical thinker, not fully cognitive of his awareness and surroundings, not fully engaged with the reality of the situation he has himself involved with. Right? No discernment of character. Whereas we have Stack or Smoke, who is the complete opposite of that. He's always questioning. He don't trust nobody. He always got his head on the swivel. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Notice that the part in the movie when the boy Sammy is playing the guitar and everybody's dancing and is going through this visual diatribe of different eras in music, symbolizing, I would imagine, in Coogler's mind, the origins of all music stemming from us, going back to what we have been manipulating into thinking is our African ancestry. When if most of us did an actual genealogical test, our DNA would not trace nowhere near no damn Africa. Most of us. I'm not saying all of us. I'm saying most of us. The Africans know this. This is why they don't fuck with us. This is why they don't claim us as brothers. Because they know that most of us don't come from there. Only a small percentage of us do. Most of us originate from right here in good old America. Good old Turtle Island. Right? Notice at that point in the movie, it went to this whole, like I said, visual montage of different eras in music and showing how they all originate allegedly from African roots. They do not. Oh, gee, what's happening, man? Right? And no disrespect to my African Al-Keelan brethren and sisters, right? But all y'all's African Al-Keelan spirituality religions are demonic in their origins. All of them. All of them. From the Yoruba to the Dogon to the Zulus to the Asantes. I keep, man, don't do, not with me. Y'all go try that with them other non-content creating ass niggas, man. When you come over here to A-Real Talk, understand you're dealing with a guy who's very well versed and studied and learned, man. So miss me with the bullshit, with the back to Africa bullshit. Most of us don't come from there. And I wouldn't want to be associated with the name Africa anyway, nor Al-Keelan. And all y'all Odu Ifla, all y'all so-called African spiritual and religion, that shit is all demon time. All that shit is demonic. All of it. And I don't give a damn how y'all feel about it. It's true. Right? You know, all that shit is demonic. And somehow we've been tricked into attaching our heritage and lineage to that shit when we can't even trace it. Not near one of you niggas can trace your ancestry back to anywhere in Al-Keelan, Africa. It ever crossed your mind that fraudulent fake front companies for child human trafficking like 23andMe, it ever crossed your mind that maybe they lying to y'all? So you think you're getting an accurate genealogical examination by swabbing a cotton swab and putting in a plastic tube and sending it off to some company you don't know where the hell they got it, where it was going on? Yeah, there's some of those aspects in there. Right? Right? And this goes to my second point. Shout out to my pops. Right? And the reason I say that is the point that I'm coming to with this movie. Right? This brother right here is a good actor. Right? And if I also add, he's a pretty decent singer too. Right? Shout out to my pops. My pops, and I'll give him credit for this. My pops is the one who put me up on game about who Lucifer was before he came Satan and the devil. Lucifer was the chief minstrel, the equivalent to a choir director. He was the one who orchestrated the heavenly choir. Lucifer was the Most High's most beautiful creation. Mind you, Lucifer wasn't created in the image and likeness of the Most High. He was created by the Most High, but not in the image and likeness thereof. Right? My father says that Lucifer had music in his wings. It literally carried him. So when we think about music, right? We got to remember where it comes from. We got to remember who it comes from, right? Because once Lucifer became Satan and the devil, music became music. Music, M-U-S-I-C-K, became music. Drop the K. And this is how words are disguised, and with the spells and the attachments to them hidden within them. How many of y'all knew that? So this is the reason why Sam's father told him that that music he doing is doing things he don't realize it's doing. And it's the reason why music is controlled and ran by the very same people who control and run everything else. Right? It's through the music, sound, and the manipulation of sound. Right? Incantations. Old Negro spirituals. Hymns. Right? All of this stuff carries the frequency of the very mind of Lucifer, Satan, the devil, because when Lucifer became Satan and the devil, he didn't lose his ability to make music. It just became a fallen version. It became a fallen state of its original state. This is why when y'all go to these churches, these cirques, these kirks, these Circes, right? This is why the music sounds the way it sounds now, right? Music's sole creation was to sing the praises of the Most High. That's it. It became a fallen state of that once Lucifer was kicked out of heaven and became Satan and the devil. Are y'all following me now? See, they ain't going to teach y'all this in y'all's churches. Partially because they don't know, right? Secondly, they don't have the foresight to be able to understand such things, right? And through music, you can use music to conjure up, to create the energetic environment for these entities with your permission to enter into this reality. How long have I been telling y'all about this stuff, especially on Facebook? Right? Notice the theme throughout the movie, once it was made aware that it was a vampire infestation going on, notice that the vampires could not just come up in the spot. They had to be welcomed and invited in. Did y'all peep that? Did y'all catch that? I hope some of y'all who are tapping in get rid of them welcome mats in front of the door of your goddamn house. Because everybody ain't welcome over here. I'm telling you that right now. Everybody and everything ain't welcome over here. Especially these demonic entities. They ain't welcome here. Is they welcome at your house? Understand, you don't do what you do, right? Because you have a demon. You have a demon because of the shit you do. Which means you have to invite them in. This pretty chocolate girl out here is so fine. What's her name? The girl who played the girl that was singing? She was fine. She is fine as hell. Pretty chocolate girl, man. Fine as hell. See, it's the reason why the music industry is what it is, because the music industry is the main source, the main tool being used to push the Luciferian agenda. I know when a lot of y'all hear me say that, that kind of like goes over y'all's head a little bit. Yeah, she fine as hell. This chocolate girl right here, I'm talking about, God damn it, man. Fine as hell. Bad. Anyway, this is why I've always been telling y'all that the music industry is ran by Lucifer, Satan, the devil himself. I mean, literally. That's why we have such demonic undertones and connections in Luciferian symbology, imagery, and rituals weaving all throughout the music industry. Look at the Grammys. Look at the Grammys. Look at the American music. Look at the AMAs. Look at the billboards. And now look at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. All of them have very demonic undertones and very Luciferian imageries and symbology associated with them. Are you talking about the white mixed girl? Yeah, she was pretty too. All the actors did fine. I didn't like the movie. I thought the movie fucking sucked, personally. That's just my opinion, right? But to anybody who's aware of such things, anybody who is in the know, anybody who has a relationship with the Most High, right, could see right through this. It wasn't deep. It wasn't like super philosophical, like something you have to like be woke to know. It was simple, cut and dry. Most of y'all ain't gonna catch it though, because most of y'all aren't inclined to such things. Most of y'all are not going to understand that all that shit they were showing when they showed that visual montage of the history of music through the 80s and the 90s and the 20s and 30s, tracing it back to Africa, to the African tribes beating on drums and doing their dances and all that stuff. Did you also see how they show how music played in the Asian culture with the geisha? And then they also had the white people singing their honky tonk. All of this music has demonic undertones. Did y'all pay attention to the words of the song the white people were singing with the guy who was the vampire that turned them into vampires after he turned them into vampires? Did y'all pay attention to the words of that song? Right? The devil is a lie. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, Ryan Coogler. Some of y'all might think that that was like cool to take something and do a spin on it. I thought it was corny lame and a weak ass attempt to try to make a movie in your own way. That's what I thought it was. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't have no disdain or nothing towards Ryan Coogler. I think Ryan Coogler is a great film director, a great screenwriter. I think he's a great cameraman. I think he's great. I just think this movie was not. Right? It had great actors in it. These actors did some very great performances, but the overall aspect of the movie, concept of the movie, it just wasn't it for me. Because I see right through it. It was a fake attempt to try to disguise the Luciferian agenda with so-called American history. And I see right through it, Ryan. You ain't fooling me. Right? 20 more minutes, I'm gonna open up the panel because I want to get y'all's opinion. Everybody tell me this, man. I'm not about to sit up here and shit on the movie like the movie's just horrible and terrible. Some of y'all might think this is an awesome movie, and y'all got y'all's right to think that. I just don't think it was. Understand what I'm saying? The acting was great. The singing was great, right? But the movie itself, as far as the what's the word I'm looking? The premise of the movie is what I'm not jacking. I ain't jacking that, man. Don't try to sit up here and woo me with historically accurate imagery that is being used to disguise and push the Luciferian reptilian agenda. Like I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't subscribe to being of African descent. My family, my people don't come from Africa. You know? So I want y'all to pay attention in this movie to how music, like Sammy's father told him, the type of music you doing anyway, any music that is not glorifying, magnifying the Most High is glorifying, magnifying Lucifer, Satan, the devil. Because Lucifer, Satan, the devil, or should I say Lucifer, was created to do exactly what he was doing. And once he lost or fell or was kicked out of heaven, he still had all his abilities. He just didn't have them in the way he had them before he tried to defy and go against and be like the Most High. See, that's a concept that a lot of y'all just don't and ain't gonna get. Not because you can't get it, because it's just not the time for you to. You haven't let go yet. You haven't unplugged yet. Huh? You did. Besides that, though, Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. I will give him that. And him and Ryan Coogler make great movies together. I'm not going to deny that. Right? When we're talking about the Ku Klux Klan, white people, y'all did not create the KKK. Y'all were used as puppets to man and arm and you know, be the foot soldiers for the KKK, but white folks didn't create the KKK. Right? Contrary to popular belief and opinion, no, they did not. White people did not create the Knights of the Golden Circle. Right? Did y'all know that? Right? Monique, what's up with you, baby? Right? I'm gonna give y'all a brief history lesson real quick, right? See, when you tap in with your brother and your brother, I'm gonna put y'all up on game. I'm gonna give y'all confirmation of the information, right? founded in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Right? White folks, y'all didn't start the KKK. Sorry, you didn't. Right? Y'all just was used as foot soldiers for it. Right? Right? How many of y'all know or have heard of this name? Mm-hmm. How many of y'all heard of this guy right here? Because he's credited as being the creator of the KKK. Right? Yes, the Vatican funded the KKK. The KKK is an offshoot of the Universal Holy Roman Catholic Empire. My fault, church. Right? This guy right here is credited through history as founding the KKK. Right? This guy right here, Nathan Bedford Forrest. But he did not create the KKK. He was the first Grand Wizard of the KKK. Y'all want to know who started the KKK? It wasn't a white boy. Right? A lawyer out of Baltimore, Maryland, who is of Khazarian descent by the name of Philip Benjamin Judah. This freaking guy right here. The KKK was actually founded by this guy, along with some of his other Khazarian demon cohorts. But Philip Benjamin Judah is the guy who funded and founded the Ku Klux Klan. With his connections to the infamous, guess what family I'm about to say, Mr. O? If I'm not mistaken, in the movie Forrest Gump, there is a part where they say that that's who his grandfather is. I could be wrong, though, but if I'm not mistaken, that is. Guess who Philip Benjamin Judah worked for? Let me tell y'all something, white America. Jewish people don't consider themselves white, but they will perk like they are publicly in order to make people think that they are, so y'all don't ever question who these people really are. See, we think white folks control the so-called transatlantic slave trade, and they were not. They actually were slaves in the transatlantic slave trade. It was the Khazarian, what we now call or use. It was the Khazarian demons who founded, created the International Yaffican of Humans. And Philip Benjamin Judah, on behalf of the infamous Rothschild family, created the Ku Klux Klan as an offshoot of the Khazarian secret fraternal organization known as the Knights of the Golden Circle. So Nathan Bedford Forrest worked for Benjamin Judah and all them other dudes who are allegedly crowned as creating the KKK. John B. Kennedy, James R. Crow, John C. Lester, Frank McCord, J. Calvin Jones, and Richard Reed. Nah. These were all guys who were handpicked by Philip Benjamin Judah to head the KKK, to run the KKK. Because it never could be connected through Philip Benjamin Judah, then they connected to the Khazarian family, the Rothschilds, that they orchestrate this so-called organization, right? And they used white people in order to get their agendas across via these the Ku Klux Klan. Now, how many of y'all knew that? And if you think I'm bullshitting you, do your due diligence and come prove me wrong. I guarantee most of y'all have never even heard of Nathan Bedford Forrest, let alone Philip Benjamin Judah. Right? So that's a brief history lesson for y'all right there. So when we're talking about this movie, Sinners, it was actually very historically accurate. At this time, 1932, this is post-World War II, or this is pre-World War II, post-World War I, post or during, or, in the same time vicinity of the Great Depression, which was orchestrated by the Rothschilds, the Warburgs, the Schiffs, the Rosenfelds or Roosevelts, the Rockefelters or Rockefellers. Yeah, man. Philip Benjamin Judah worked for the Rothschilds. Right? Let me tell y'all another brief tidbit of history that y'all don't know concerning Philip Benjamin Judah. Right? Trust me, white folks was in the bottom of them slave ships. You can believe that. They was on the bottom and the top. A guy in history who we are told or we being made to believe and think was a great revolter, slave revolter, actually worked for Philip Benjamin Judah. Philip Benjamin Judah, on the behalf of the Rothschild family, was used to infiltrate American enterprise and corporations. Also, the money supply. Philip Benjamin Judah, right, came over here to infiltrate all the white families and some black ones who own plantations. Plantations are just another word for farm. Right? And a lot of these farmers were not with the Emancipation Proclamation. A lot of these farmers didn't want to have to be a part of an international money changing, money laundering, counterfeiting ring known as the international bankers, or what we call the Federal Reserve nowadays in America. They didn't want to be a part of that. And Philip Benjamin Judah was sent to infiltrate them. He was sent to either basically tell these folks that own land, get down or lay down. And Philip Benjamin Judah used one of his compatriots, if you would, in order to fulfill his agenda. Guess what slave revolter I'm talking about? Oh, he's very, very famous. They made movies and books and stories about this guy. And we don't even realize that he was working for this dude. He was a hit man. He wasn't going to random plantations owned by just run-of-the-mill slave-owning, slave-driving white folks. No, he was strategically sent to specific plantations owned by specific white people and some black people. And if y'all haven't guessed who I'm talking about, I'm going to just show y'all. Right? Right? Allegedly. This is what he looked like. There's no clean-cut pictures of what Nat Turner actually looked like. One thing for sure, two things for certain, we know he was a nigga. We know that for a fact. Right? Nat Turner, not only did Nat Turner work for Philip Benjamin Judah, Philip Benjamin Judah acquired him from none other than the same family that used to own Harriet Tubman and her family, the Green Ross family. Harriet Tubman acquired the name Tubman from her second husband. Her maiden name, her actual name from her father, is Ross. Her real name isn't even Harriet Tubman. Her real name is Araminta Ross. Now, how many of y'all knew that? Our homeboy Nat Turner was a hired hitman who was sent strategically to go wipe out the families of those white folks who refused to get down and lay down with the new Federal Reserve system that they were working to bring in. They refused to be a part of an international money changing, money laundering, money counterprinting organization called the International Bankers. They didn't want to be a part of that shit. The reason why they left the old world hundreds of years prior, they was tired of being under the demonic rule of the monarchies and the private bankers of Europe. And they wasn't with it. So they sent their hitman, Nat Turner, Nathaniel Turner, to go wipe their asses out. And then when he got caught doing it, or should I say, he got done doing everything he was supposed to do, they sit up there and made him a damn scapegoat, made him look and sound crazy when he said, well, wait, I was doing it for the... And they put him on trial and they offed him. So Nat Turner was an enemy to black folks. He was a traitor. Because he killed niggas too. Y'all think all them plantations that he went to was all white folks? No. All plantations weren't owned by all white folks because contrary to popular opinion and belief and miseducation, misinformation, straight out lies, most black people were not slaves. Most black people were not under chattel slavery. Only y'all Africans was. The only people who were in chattel slavery were the descendants of African slaves from the transatlantic slave trade. My family, my forefathers, they owned property. They were indentured servants. They were Slavs, not slaves. Slav is a Slavic term meaning that he who's employed or a worker. Why you think after slavery so many black folks were wealthy and owned land? It wasn't because they were sharecroppers. It's because when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed into law, right? It gave freed men, not slaves, not freed slaves, but freed men. It allowed them to participate also in the establishment of this global money laundering, money changing counterfeit ring called the international banker system, which we now call the Federal Reserve today in America. I wouldn't fucking deny, I wouldn't doubt that, Monique. Now, what I'm about to do is, y'all, I'm about to drop this link because I know some of y'all probably want to come up here and spit your game and talk your ish concerning this movie. You're more than welcome to do that. Just drop the link. Let's go. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering, tell a friend to come tap in. How many of y'all heard of Philip Benjamin Judah? He's one of the establishing and founding members. He's one of the people credited as founding the city of Baltimore as well. He was a member of the Knights of the Golden Circle, which later became known as the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan was not created by white folks. It was created by Khazarian demons. We call them U's nowadays. And everybody that is a U is not Khazarian. Just like every Hebrew is a Jew, but not all Jews are Hebrews. You dig? Our boy Nathaniel Turner was a hired hitman on the behalf of the Rothschild family through their employ of Philip Benjamin Judah. He was sent strategically to take out specific families because these were the families who weren't going along with, right, the establishment of a Federal Reserve currency or allowing international bankers to have control of the money supply in America. And these people were able to hold off the international bankers all the way up until 1913. 1913, what is so significant about that year? That is the establishment of the Income Tax Act, and the establishment of the Federal Reserve. And we've been a slave to the international monetary system ever since, and now it's coming to the global. And now it's coming into a whole upgraded version of itself. Y'all boy Nat Turner worked for the Khazarians, right? Now, do your due diligence and get back with me. So when we're talking about the movie Sinners, right? All we're talking about is a movie that is pushing the Luciferian agenda. We're looking at a movie that clearly and blatantly showed that the Luciferian agenda is in all cultures and in all religions. I don't give a damn what your religion is. Islam, Sunni, Shiite, Orthodox, unorthodox, Jewish, Israelite, Hebrew Israelite, Christianity, Baptist, Mormon, Seventh-day Adventist, Apostolic, Kojic, whatever you are, Buddhism, Shintoism, Hinduism, Taoism, Hinduism, it's all the same shit, right? Every religion on this planet has demonic roots. Even Christianity. They were first called Christians at Antioch, but who called them Christians? Not the Most High. Right? So when we're talking about sinners, this movie was solely created to push the Luciferian agenda, to show and display how the Luciferian agenda has invaded all cultures, all religions, how it's invaded and penetrated through all times, decades, and how it is still present here to this day. And it also shows how the music is being used to push, promote, market, advertise the Luciferian agenda, Luciferian/reptilian agenda. Right? Mr. Oh my, what's happening with you, Joe?
What's cracking? What's happening, Joe?
You already know, man. I'm sitting up here, man, vibing on a Sunday, man, breaking down this. Hey, listen, man, I didn't like the movie. Go ahead.
I was just about to go ahead and watch it on this beautiful Sunday evening. I was just going to take a look.
No, I don't want me saying that, and I'm not saying that it is for you, Mr. O, but I just want to say I don't want nobody to be discouraged or, don't let my, you know what I mean, go see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm trying to get back into being a film connoisseur like I once was before the scamdemic happened. And even prior, before the scamdemic, all this woke agenda, bull crap, all this stuff that started trying, like around 2012, they start slowly but surely by 2016, going into 2020s. Yeah, that time period, I haven't really had the passion to go watch even TV series, movies or TV, because the woke agenda, the occult agenda, all that. So
I can dig it.
I'm slowly but surely trying to get back into it because I can only leave for so long. See, the arts, far as I hate legacy media now, but legacy cinema, TV, even stuff now, I still have a passion for it. The theatrical arts, the stage, TV, acting, music. It played a good role in my life. It's just that so bad that when you start looking from a different scope, a different lens as you get older and start acquiring more different knowledge, besides once they put us in a public industrial school complex, you can't really like truly appreciate the art, the material. Even when you go ahead and do the background check on some of these people that's funded the film, directing the film, producing the film, be like, damn. I mean, it looked good, but knowing who these people are, what they stand for, but like I can't really get so caught up in trying to be an actual viewer and a person that's supposed to watch it versus the person be like, yeah, they trying to put this right here and this part of the movie for this agenda, this part of the movie for that agenda. Yeah, you can't please everybody, and that's why the movie industry, TV industry, the whole media industry is going down.
That's a fact. You know? And like I say, man, like I was having a conversation with a loved one earlier, man, listen, this is why this things is happening now. This is why the Most High is calling the saints. This is why you got to get spiritually fortified. And all this demonic shit that y'all allowing to be in the churches, y'all sitting here walking from God, y'all sitting here praying to your ancestors, you're pouring libations, you're burning sage and candles and incense and shit. And you wonder why ain't nothing working out for you. Y'all have shunned the Most High. Y'all have forgotten about him. Y'all have said basically, fuck the Most High. That's what the equivalent of what y'all been doing. And I'm talking about those black folks.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of so-called Christians, these fake Christians of the so-called missionary Southern Baptists, or even because that's what's primarily up here in Chicago. So you got the Church of God in Christ, you got your missionary Baptists, you got some Lutherans, you got all these so many different denominations and non-denominations in the city of Chicago. Also, you have the Nation of Islam, a lot of Hebrew Israelite camps. All right, cool. The thing is with me is, all right, damn, I was just damn, hold on, I was just about to go and say something. Go ahead, Virgil. I gotta go back to my original.
Now you good. You go ahead, get your thoughts together, man. I just want to address what Monique said. Of course, the Bible is true, right? That doesn't mean that it hasn't been manipulated. That doesn't mean that it has been attempted to be remixed and revised and made to be something that is not.
All right.
This is why I tell y'all have to develop a relationship with the Most High. So when you read scriptures, you can be able to tell what is and what ain't. And even though it has been attempted to be tampered with, it still does not take away from the validity of what message is in there.
It was the hoodoo part, you know what I'm saying? The so-called hoodoo part. See, y'all be trying to go ahead and y'all basically bastardize the whole Christian experience now. You know, and now y'all trying to implement talking about hoodoo. It's first, like you said about the African spirituality, all this hoodoo, voodoo, griot, all this other bullshit, and I mean Easter, Christmas, y'all are everything now hoodoo, voodoo. All you talking about
voodoo, Santeria, goddamn it,
Santeria,
Odu Ifa. Fucking Dogon spiritualism, Zulu, especially ancient Zulu spiritualism, Ashanti, Yoruba, all that shit is demon time.
Demon time. Straight demon.
All of it. Even Christianity. Christianity ain't exempt.
I know.
I always tell y'all to go study and analyze that scripture. They were first called Christians at Antioch. This is the scripture says that. Who called them Christians though? Was it Yeshua? Nope. What does it mean to be a Christian?
And what and doesn't it said that Yeshua was the only person that was called Christ? There was some people called Christ before him.
Yeah, Christ is a title. It's not an actual name. Christ is a title like a king or a queen, or it's a title of nobility, a duke, or earl. A fucking governor. That's all it is. It's a title. It's not an actual name or a person. Christ, which means oil, or he who is anointed, or elected, or selected. That's all it means. And the word Jesus, we're not gonna get into that, but you know, that's a false narrative, a false name.
Yeah, the letter J. We could be all night about the letter.
We ain't about to. We done sit here and addressed all this though, so we ain't about to get into all of that. All right, y'all go do y'all due diligence on it.
Back to Nat Tatty boy. Back Nat turn. Yeah. Is it cool? I can mention this content creator on your platform. He's a good.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure.
His name is on UBTV. He basically broke all this down. You know what I'm saying? You should go ahead and subscribe to him, man. Great content, documentary, historian, all that good stuff. So he broke it down about your boy Judas, you know what I'm saying? Judah, you know, I find he got that name appropriately for his name. Like, how you gonna start the so-called night? What was it called? The
Nicene Council.
Yep. And then you gonna have this boy be the poster child for so-called black rebellion, slavery rebellion. Seeing y'all both off of future potential race wars.
And let me address this what Monique said. Let me correct you on that, Monique. Right? Christians wasn't a term for just the Jews. It was the term used to denote anybody or identify anybody who was a follower, supporter of Yeshua HaMashiach, all of which who weren't necessarily Jews, right? And the word Christian was given to them as a way to, like I say, it was a derogatory term to them, right? But it also denoted them and it put them under legal bind to Rome to where they could now be taxed. This is why the Christian church nowadays is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. Meaning it can't be taxed. You see where I'm saying? You see where you see how that happened right there?
Yep. Yeah, man. I'll be so tempted to go ahead and just become a pastor. Everybody think I'm a pastor. I'll be like, nah, man, see. That's a high cost. That'd be a high cost for me to I don't want to lie to y'all, first of all, so I can't be y'all pastor because I want my church want to be filled. I only have about 5 or 6 of y'all show up every Sunday.
So the term Christian is actually a tax bracket code to denote those who are the followers of Christ so they can be taxed by the Roman government. And if you were identified as a follower of Yeshua HaMashiach, or what was known in Latin, Tamil as Jesus Christ, you were called a Christian, which was a double-edged sword term. It denoted you as being a follower of Christ, right? Meaning that you were an imbecile, you're stupid, you're an idiot for following this dude. Cretissimo, Creston, Cretan. These is all where the word Christian come from. I broke all of this down on the show before.
Yep, several times.
Right? So when y'all call yourself Christians, no wonder when you look at the state of the church, it's a bunch of imbeciles, a bunch of dumbasses, a bunch of goofballs, fuck niggas, basically. And y'all all being taxed by the Roman government via the establishment of the Catholic Church in America and its many denominations through Baptists and Mormons and Protestants and this and this and that.
Jehovah's Witnesses,
Watchtower Society, even through you so-called Jewish people with y'all synagogues, Sephardic and what's the other word? Sephardic Jews and what's the name? Right? Sephoric. Right? So you know.
Yeah, so you have and
actually, and let me say this again, let me address this. Actually, Monique, names do matter. They actually do. Because y'all run around calling him Jesus Christ, and that ain't his name. It definitely matters. What's in a name is the old saying, right? You ever heard that before, Mr. O? What's in a name? Right? Everything.
My name is my name.
You know what I mean? That's why right now in today's state of current state of the so-called Christian church, that's why, right? That's why the name Jesus Christ don't have no power.
Nope.
Huh? That's why the church is in the current state it's in. That's why you got women in the pulpit, you got fun boys in the pulpit, you got trannies in the pulpit, y'all doing goddamn praise dance of worshiping, y'all fucking pouring libations, y'all burning sage and shit, y'all got same-sex marriages going on. Just complete confusion. And you wonder why real ones like us don't want to be a part of that bullshit.
I mean, New Babylon, baby.
Right? You know?
That's right.
Did you see this movie? We ain't watched the movie yet, Mr. O?
Nah, I might go ahead and take a look, see.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, for journalistic purposes, and especially if you're gonna speak on it in a critiquing way, you should watch it.
Yeah, I just like that little mulatto,
Yeah, she a nice looking little broad.
Yeah,
man,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, damn, who's that? She look like, and I see, ladies, I hate to say it, but that's beauty. That's beauty. I know it's set in a time period, you know, Jim Crow and all that other shit. I know that's not the particular style. I understand. But Shorty had it. All the ladies in that what I saw in the trailer, even the hefty one that Michael B. Jordan, the other twin was with. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even her, you know, she can cook up a mean ass meal. Y'all, that's y'all great grandmama right there. Y'all, see, I can't hold a candle to them type of chicks, especially that damn man, Haley Steinfeld.
Nah, man, fuck all that, man. Whoever that dark skinned girl was in that movie.
Perline? You talking about Perline?
Yeah, Perline. She bad. Whoever she is.
Yeah.
Cold. Pretty chocolate, bro.
Yeah, them chocolates, man. Look. Y'all see, we ain't colorists. Y'all be talking about y'all don't. Well, me, I like Miss Haley Steinfeld. I mean, that's why I like. But all the other ones, they was just as nice too.
Right. Yeah, man. The link is in the chat. Anybody else want to come up and spit y'all game and talk y'all ish? You know, everybody their mama say, I got emails from y'all, man. You got to go see this movie because we want to hear you talk about. All right, man. You asked me, the movie was terrible. Right, that's just my take on it. It's absolutely the black version of From Dusk Till Dawn. Absolutely.
See, and
I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind as I'm watching this movie.
And that's another thing. See, you can make. All right, how can I say this? You can go ahead and try to go and jazz up some stuff. You can add some flavor to it. You could remix it, but if it's not got that original taste, that original what's the name that people could go ahead and call them recall to it, it's just not it. You can't scratch the record so many times, so many different ways to the music that skips. Same way with this movie. I get it. A lot of us, because you know some like Gen X or millennials that's writing this shit, bro. Let's get real. I know we like to bring the nostalgic of the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s back to life, remix in different ways, but I hate to say it, we in a new time, a different era. A lot of people that y'all think will go ahead and watch it are not in high numbers. It's young people, even though it's a depleting of them. It's a young people's thing. They are tired of the so-called I mean, they get nostalgia about the 2000s, let alone the 90s and the 80s. That era is just over. A lot of stuff ain't gonna catch on. It's gonna go over their heads, and it's not gonna hit.
That's a fact.
Millennials, look, this is our era to go ahead and shine. We got to go ahead and adapt to the times. All right. You could like I think they got this show called Freaky Tales. I'm gonna check it out too. You know, with Too Short, talking about Too Short Life. You know what I'm saying? And he been promoting on his IG. Yeah, Freaky Tales. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that. Like I wanted to see a Too Short story like back about 10 years ago. I still gonna watch it, but like y'all put the shit out when it's not even a good idea no more. And just like Disney, y'all fucked up Disney so much that now y'all want to go ahead and try to give the people what they want. Like I heard they want to get back in the talks to try and bring Luke Cage there. I like no. You already messed us up already. No, it's finito.
Right. Yeah.
I've been getting good. Well, Monique wrote, she said, I've been getting good reviews all weekend. Support the black filmmakers. Yeah, of course. I mean, shout out to Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fruitvale Station still one of my favorite movies of all time. And they collaboration is like the new Denzel and Spike Lee. I'm liking the new era. So the thing is, though, we got to come up with some original ideas. I get it. Brian Coogler probably wanted to make his own From Dusk Till Dawn. He was probably like, you know what? It'd be cool if I could set it in the South, and that was brilliant. I kind of see the vision, but it got I'm still gonna watch it for what it's worth. But yeah. I even had a similar idea, but mine's involved a twin. It didn't have a twin, but it had brothers, and of course, it didn't have no vampires. It was just about some World War I brothers come back, causing terror, going back and forth from Chicago to the South, doing bill runs and trying to be some comedy. It was gonna be like a comedy or something like that. So good minds think alike.
Right. And it's and I say support black filmmakers though, right? But I'm not supporting black filmmakers that's pushing the Luciferian agenda though. So no, I don't support Ryan Coogler at all. Right? I went to go see this movie for journalistic purposes only. If it wasn't that I got 8 emails from subscribers to critique and break down this show, I would definitely not have wasted my $13.50 to go see that bullshit ass movie. I would have
you ain't hip to the piracy game?
The what?
The piracy game, man. I don't go to the movies like that no more.
I do, but I just I wanted to go to the movies and I wanted to go to see it in the movie theater. Right. If I'm going to watch it, I want to go watch it in the movie theater. Plus, it just was an excuse for me to go to the movie because I ain't been to the movies in a minute. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Monique from Oaktown. Yeah, he grew up near Fruitvale Station. Damn.
Oh yeah, Monique, you from Cali? I know it's a lot. We got a lot of Cali people that be tapping in, man. Shout out to everybody in Cali, man, northern and southern. You know what I'm talking about?
Oaktown, baby. Oaktown.
Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Hey, man. If nobody else want to come on up, man, we're going to end the show, man. I mean, it's nothing really too much to talk about. This one, I want to drag this one out too long. Mr. O, man, you got anything you want to say?
Nope. I ain't got nothing to say, bro.
Go over there and make sure y'all tap in with my brother, Mr. O, my Joe from Chicago over there, Mr. O with the info. You know what I'm talking about? Sit up there and put your links in the chat and all of that, man. Go ahead and tap in with my brother, Mr. O, my Chi-Town brethren. You know what I'm saying? He be over there cooking it up. Y'all go tap in and support that brother, man. You hear me? And we're going to get up out of here, man. Listen, man. The Luciferian agenda is in full effect, right? Now, let me pull up tomorrow's show for y'all real quick. We're going to go in tomorrow, man. You did? Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page. And, of course, share on your social engineering, right? Now, I've been off of this for a while because I've been sitting here supporting my brother Carmelo Anthony and other things, right? But tomorrow we getting back to regularly scheduled programming, man. Right? The robot army is here. Right? Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me go back one time. Remember when I did a show a minute ago about a company called Unitree based in China that are making humanoid robots? and a company called Clone One, who is using human-like fiber tissues to mimic human movement for their robots. Right? Tomorrow we're going to get to it because now the Unitree G1 autonomous humanoid robots, they have been issued on the streets. They've been deployed on the streets of China and other countries and cities. We're going to get to it tomorrow, right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Right? Shout out to Ryan Coogler, man. You know, as far as, you know, having success with his movie, but, you know, he pushing the agenda. So I got to put him on the wall. I got to put him on blast. Right? He's pushing this agenda. He did it with the first Black Panther. Eating the heart-shaped herb. Going to the land of the ancestors. That's demonic shit. The dead ain't got nothing to tell you. They can't tell you nothing. There's nothing they can tell you. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything. Neither have they any more of a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. So, you know, ain't nobody dead telling you anything, man, simply because they can't. So if you sit up here having dreams about your granny, your uncle, your brother, your daddy, whoever talking to you and telling you something, that ain't your daddy, grandma, brother, uncle, cousin. That ain't them. Just like in the movie Sinners, once they were bitten by the vampire, they were no longer the person they were before. What did old girl tell him? That ain't your brother. But see, we have emotional connection to this. And Yeshua always told us this ain't going to get you there. Yeah, I heard, Monique, man. I heard. Listen, y'all, stock up. Go get your parachute, man. Listen. Man, listen. We're going to talk about that later this week, too. We're going to talk about that on Wednesday. Right? We're going to talk about that on Wednesday. I'm writing it down right now. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. And we're about to get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody who tapped in tonight. I appreciate all the support. You already know what it is, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Don't ever get it twisted, man. You know? And we're going to keep in line with our theme of playing this song, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Michael, man. Shout out to everybody on all this nice cast. You feel me? We had the nice cast. Have some new actors. We have some veteran actors in there. My man Delroy Lindo. I can't remember my man's name that played in 8 Mile and every other movie, but you know who I'm talking about. I can't remember the brother name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. You know?
That's not necessary.
You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We out of here, man.
Put grit in it. It's going to hurt.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopy. Caught up on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like chimney blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep my
kings.
grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the dial change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get you used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Get it. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings.